Trevs Hockey Show. I'm the Trev. It's too sweet. Anyway, now the draft is officially over. It's been over for some time. I could have made something on the first day. I could have made a mock draft, but I guarantee you, my mock draft was terribly, terribly wrong. Like, although I didn't record it, I had it all written down. I would have gotten one pick right. That's how bad my mock draft was, but either way, it was an entertaining draft to watch. So, I'm here to go over at least the first 5 picks of the 2022 NHL Entry Draft and give you my thoughts on it. So if you want to stick around, let's discuss. So again, only concentrating on the top 5. My mock draft went to the tune of Shane Wright at number 1, Slafkovsky at number 2, Cooley at number 3, Nemec at number 4, and Jiricek at number 5. That was my mock draft, and if you followed the draft, you know where my only pick was right, as that is not exactly how it went. Montreal took Yuri Slafkovsky, which surprised a lot of people, myself included. First Slovakian-born player taken first overall. 6'4", 229 left winger, coming out of Finland, was the MVP of the 22 Beijing Olympics, and according to a lot of the experts, is NHL ready. And at 6'4", 229, I'd be NHL ready too. Be interesting to see what he brings to the table in Montreal, and if they know something that nobody else knows, because this was a surprise pick. I know a lot of the experts, quote unquote, some of them actually had him going first, but I, myself personally, I thought Montreal was going to trade the pick. But they didn't, and made a splash. So we'll see how that works for them. Jersey took Simon Nemec at number 2. And I'm surprised he went high up, myself anyway. I thought he was Seattle's, but apparently Jersey decided to keep the pick. I mean, they were rumored to be trading the pick for weeks, but they decided to keep the pick. And whether or not Nemec, who is Slovakian, so you have your first 1-2 Slovakian, which means you have your first, your 2 highest drafted Slovakians in Slovakian history, being Marian Gaborik was initially the placeholder of that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Nemec has been described as a fully mobile defenseman and can build up a limited prospect depth at 6 foot and 199 pounds. But 26 points in 39 regular season games, and 17 points in 19 playoff games playing in Slovakia. One can only hope the game will improve once he comes to North America, if he comes to North America for next season. Love to see him in the Devils lineup next season. But we'll see. We'll see. Arizona went with the predictable pick of picking Logan Cooley at 3rd overall out of the U.S. National Development Program. He's fast, he's smart, he's skilled. And at 5'10", 180. That'll definitely come in handy for a lot of things, but he's committed to college next season. So Arizona won't see him till the season after next. So with Slafkovsky going 1st overall, that meant somebody had to fall, and Shane Wright fell to 4th, going to your Seattle Kraken. This is a great pickup, but I will definitely talk about it more when I talk about Seattle's picks at this year's draft. This could be a game changer in Seattle. You got Beniers, now you got Wright. Riker's on the way up. It could be exciting if everything gets played right. And then coming in to round out the top 5 is Cutter Gauthier going to Philadelphia. I didn't expect him to place top 5, but Philadelphia has the right idea. Go for size and go for hands. And at 6'2", 200 pounds, Gauthier has the size, the speed, and the shot. So take your pick your poison on any one of those. Finished 2nd amongst the United States National Training Development Program with 34 goals and 65 points. But I think I remember hearing them say he was committed to college next year, so he might probably won't make the lineup till late if he makes it at all. But either way, if he does manage to play in Philly, that's a good start to getting him back on being a physical team, which they sorely need to be. Now, of course, my final thought here, I'm going to be biased and say Seattle won that draft. How often does an exceptional status player fall to fourth overall? We'll take them. But like I said, I'll talk more about Seattle's picks when I get to Seattle's draft video. All in all, trades aside, I mean, you had DeBrincat and Kirby Doc being moved out of Chicago for picks. That was pretty interesting. And then Mrazek going to Chicago from Toronto. So it wasn't without its drama. Owen Grigorenko going to Colorado. It was without its excitement, but that's just an early start. I guarantee it. I mean, free agency is just around the corner, and it's about this time where you start thinking about your division picks. Of the top five, if I'm not picking Seattle to have the best results out of this draft, I'd hate to say Montreal, but I mean, that's just based on the fact that they have number one, and aside from Shane Wright, those two are probably the only two, maybe if you include Nemec, to be NHL ready. So we'll see how this class looks in about 5 years. See if any of them other than Wright pan out. And I mean, I'm being biased again. I hope Wright does. It's another one of Trev's hockey shows. Well, thank you for tuning in. Don't think I don't appreciate you being here. It means a great deal to me, actually. So let me know you're here. Give me that thumbs up. That red button. If you haven't entertained the idea yet, you know what to do. I've told you a million times. Socials in the description down below. Moving forward, I'm going to talk about these guys. But either way, in the meantime, in between time, be looking for more videos from Trev. Data.